to you, would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. He rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Carter straight ahead. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Here we go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ultra. Hey, go steal. Set cut.
He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, battled at the line and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Carter, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
First down, Miami.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Back to throw, Purdy. The throw here, right sideline, falls incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves. Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He uncorks it for Snead. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Ready?
They'll set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Taken in at the 22. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's Purdy. He dumps it off to A-Chain. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down.
First down, Dolphins.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
That's out wide for Palmer. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. third down. Here's H.A. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Watson. Flushed out right. And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 51 yards.
A 51-yard gain. And the Dolphins first down.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Purdy from the gun. They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.A. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. They work now on 2nd and 9. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Purdy now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. He completes it to Snead. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. 23 yards the pickup there.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Watson off play action. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Jets 27, Dolphins 13. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, Is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Purdy looking to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
1st down, Dolphins.
Ready.
Now Purdy. He's got it complete to Waddle. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here comes 2nd down. Here's Purdy to throw. He's got Johnson.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Here's Purdy. That's caught by Palmer. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Purdy to throw. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 41.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Set.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Set. Hut. Set. Hut.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Jets, they use the